welcome to Conversations with My Real Friends. This is Jennifer. I'm joined by Carl Lindner of Assessment Counseling Services. Thank you for joining me, Carl.
Of course, pleasure to be here.
So this episode, we're going to talk about reassessment, which is generally triggered by a sale or improvement. So sometimes the assessor goes a little overboard, right?
That's correct.
And can assess it for more than what the owners think is reasonable or fair.
Yes.
So the process for fighting an assessment is called an appeal, right?
That's correct. It's referred to as an assessment appeal.
And how does that work?
So an assessment appeal has less weight than a normal superior court proceeding. It can be done by anyone. If you want to be doing it as a homeowner, that's completely fine.
Okay.
You could hire a service like us who takes care of these matters. Mm-hmm. What you have to do is you have to file timely. So in most counties, you have to file within 60 days. The assessor will send you a valuation notice.
Okay.
A notice of assessed value change, in big bold letters.
Right.
And it has a date on when they sent it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they give it a little bit of a week or two, but you have to have it within 60 days. You have to file an assessment appeal.
Okay.
It's a straight form. It's very simple. It's, what are you appealing? Are you appealing the change in ownership? Are you appealing that there shouldn't have been a change in ownership at all? Mm-hmm. Or are you appealing the value that they put on because of a change in ownership or a sale? Mm-hmm. Or are you changing the value as of new construction?
Right.
There's all sorts of different things you can appeal.
So then what? If you file the paperwork, now what?
So you have to wait for your hearing date. Mm-hmm. And as you get closer to your hearing date, someone in the assessor's office is assigned to your case. Mm-hmm. They have to you give them documents to review, and you have discussions with them, and sometimes they'll come up with a number and you'll just read it in front of the board, and that'll be it. But it can get more adversarial. If they don't agree with what you're saying, you have to present your information to a 3-person panel, the Assessment Appeals Board, and they will determine whether or not you deserve a reduction, or if there was a change in ownership, if that's what you're arguing, or if the value of new construction was negligible or less than what the assessor put on.
And how long does this process usually take?
Usually, every county is different. Some counties will schedule you within 6 months. Some counties take up to a year. And usually you have to be very proactive when discussing things with the assessor, because they might not even get to your case that first time it's scheduled, a year from now. So you have to be your own best advocate, or even better, you can hire us to be your advocate.
Right.
And we kind of know everyone who works at the assessor's office and how they operate to try to get you the best opportunity for a reduction.
And if you're appealing, do you have to pay your taxes while you're waiting?
Unfortunately, yes. Everyone loves paying their taxes, but you have to. Right. And then if you get a reduction, you're entitled to a refund.
Right. So you're paying your tax bill with the hope of being able to recover some of it if you're successful.
That's correct.
So if someone needs your help in fighting the assessor, how do they reach you?
We can be reached at our website, acstax.com, or our email address, info@acstax.com. If you have any questions, or if you think that your property might be, ready to go with an assessment appeal.
Thank you so much for joining me, Carl. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being here.